Right, welcome back, welcome to the channel. My name's Joe if you haven't been here before. This is basically where we go on a bit of a photography journey. I keep saying that, it's not really the best phrase. Try and teach each other a few things. I'm no expert and see where we take it. Today I thought I would dig out a bit of an older image that I haven't really done anything with and just see what I can do with it. I want to create kind of an old sort of film-esque, somewhat grainy looking image, and if that fails I'm just going to turn it black and white because that's the ultimate cheat code. Lockdown's getting to me. I need a shave. You can ignore that. So we've got the image here in Photoshop. I'm going to try and make it a little more interesting with the effects that you might have seen if you watched a recent video of mine, not the last but the one before last, to do with it was just like I think it was the edit with me I did. This is very much a Peter McKinnon thing that I took from one of his videos, so I'm not an expert. Just stamped on a second layer with Shift Alt Control N, Shift Alt Control E, or Shift Option Command N and Shift Option Command E, and then add a Gaussian blur onto that, filter Gaussian blur, and then change the blend mode to soft light, and makes it sort of moodier, I guess. North Face didn't pay me for this, but if a marketing manager at North Face sees this, which they probably won't, hit me up. And then do the same thing, stamp another layer on top, Shift Alt Control N, Shift Alt Control E, or instead of Alt and Control, Option and Command. There we go, getting there. And then on this one, reduce the saturation out with Shift Control U or Shift Command U. See, I don't use Mac, but I'm remembering the substitutes for Alt and Control, and then change the blend mode to overlay, filter other, and drop a high pass on it. Oh, it just kind of makes it more, I don't think I want to go that hard, but makes it a little more detailed. I don't know, 8.5. So create a new layer. This also is a thing that Peter McKinnon viewership rewarded me with. So yeah, don't think I came up with this. So I just created a new layer again, Shift Alt Control N or Shift Option Command N, then Shift Backspace, select a colour in that drop down. I'm going to go for an orange, then change the blend mode to soft light, draw the opacity to about 40, and then that makes it a little bit warmer. Can you tell my kind of style is not too necessarily, I don't know, just shoot from the hip and see where it takes me, because that is all I ever do when it comes to editing most of the time. I'm gonna increase the yellows in that a little bit, maybe not 50, maybe 40 is better. Increase magenta within yellow, maybe a little less than that, 30. And then the reds, well, I thought I made an effect with those, but maybe not. I could swear I affected the reds. I don't know. I think I might have just gone a bit overboard with the undo, to be honest. Yeah, I must have. I don't know what's gone on there. I'm just gonna do a bit of an exposure change on my face, make it a little brighter. Drop a mask on, get me brush out. That just makes it a bit brighter. Now, to get a bit of it's sort of film-like look, I don't really know where to go. I mean, not pattern. No, wrong thing. What I'm going for here is, if we go on to LUTs, the kind of look that I'm looking for is, what's this one, candlelight? I can't remember. Oh, let's need to drop the opacity there. And herein lies the issue. That, to a degree, gives me the effect I want, but at the same time I don't want to feel like a cheat. Right, okay, if my camera dies, forgive me. But I've had a look online. I'll drop a link on the video that I took some tips from, and also leave a link to what I am going to use. I checked out this video, and it basically said that as just a basic way of doing it would be collecting or downloading like filter packs, essentially just images that are just like grain and film grain and like edgy, moody looks that you can just put on an image, change the blend mode, and it'll add an effect. And like, it looked just better than the other methods of going into Camera Raw filter and things like that, or just adding noise. It just looked better. So I mean, I'm going to do that. I'll drop a link to A, the video that I watched, and B, the where you can get the images that I'm going to overlay, because I wouldn't have figured it out without them, and I'm not going to exactly take credit for that. So let's just do it like this, because I don't want the white to mess anything up. Right, screen, I've actually remembered where it is this time. 50, 40. I think I like this one the best, 4. Then I'm just going to bump it up a bit, just to make it a bit more prominent. I don't know, let me know which one you prefer. Maybe that one's just, 6 just has too little effect for me unless I bump it up. The only reason I dropped it down so much was because of the white bit on the side. I'm quite an indecisive person, so I could be here for a while. I think I'm going with this one here. So the last thing I want to mess around with now is, let's just test out a black and white. Okay, we can leave it at that. I'm going to export those in a second. So if I just make that grain into the black and white into a group, we've got the black and white, and we've got the coloured, and then without grain, with grain. Sorry, without grain, coloured and black and white. I like the old bit of grain. Should be a bit aesthetic, a bit retro. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Much appreciated. If you took anything from this, or if you've got any tips for me, absolutely leave them in the comments. Check the description for the links for the tips I used to put this together, and yeah, any other advice is obviously more than welcome, because I do not regard myself as an expert, as you can probably tell. Check out my links below to my socials. They're at Shots from Joe. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe maybe not. I don't know. I'd love to see you soon. If you want to check out my other videos, that would be great. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.